My beloved brothers and sisters, sometimes Allah allows you to go through pain that others will never understand, not to break you, but to shape you. The strongest hearts are not the ones that have had an easy journey. They are the hearts that have cried the deepest tears, endured the hardest nights, and still choose to rise again with faith. People may look at you and see only your calm, your patience, your smile, but Allah sees every battle you fought to become who you are today. He knows the moments you suffered in silence, the du'as you whispered with a trembling voice, and the times you kept going when everything inside you wanted to give up. If life has tested you more than others, it is because Allah is preparing you for more than others. Your strength isn't ordinary. It's built on sabr, on survival, and on a heart that still says Alhamdulillah after everything. Allah chooses the strongest hearts for the hardest tests. When Allah loves someone dearly, He strengthens them through tests that seem unbearable. Not because He wants to break them, but because He wants to elevate them to a rank others cannot reach. Hardship purifies the heart from weakness, pride, and dependency on the world. Every difficult moment is Allah saying, I am preparing you for something greater. Blessings come easily, but greatness is born through struggle. Allah sees in you a strength you may not yet see. The hearts that endure the most pain are the hearts Allah wants closest to Him. He does not give heavy burdens to hearts that cannot hold them. He selects certain souls for challenges because He knows their potential, their resilience, and their patience. When life becomes harder, it is a sign that Allah is trusting you with a mission others were not chosen for. You may feel overwhelmed, but Allah knows you are capable and more. A comfortable life does not build unshakable faith. It is the storms that teach you who Allah truly is. When everything around you collapses and you still turn to Him, that is when your heart truly learns tawakkul. Allah wants to remove any attachment that competes with Him, so your strength becomes rooted in His power alone. The hardest tests create the most loyal believers. Every tear you shed is recorded. Every night you stayed awake fighting your fears is known by Allah. Those moments when you whispered, Ya Allah, help me, while holding on with the last thread of hope, these are the reasons He is raising you. He does not allow pain to visit your heart without purpose. Your suffering is a pathway to honor in this life and the next. Sometimes we question why our tests are so different from others. Why do we feel so alone in our struggle? But unique tests are given to unique souls. Allah does not choose ordinary hearts for extraordinary trials. He knows you can achieve lessons and rewards others could not handle. Your test is a hidden compliment from the most loving. Look at the prophets. Every one of them was tested in ways beyond what the average human could bear. Yusuf alayhi salam was betrayed, imprisoned, and forgotten before becoming a leader. Musa alayhi salam faced fear and exile before guiding a nation. Even Rasulullah sallam experienced loss, rejection, hunger, and grief before spreading the light of Islam. Hardship precedes greatness always. Allah pushes you to your limits so you discover strengths you never knew were inside you. Without pressure, gems remain hidden in stone. Without fire, gold remains mixed with impurities. Without storms, seeds never break the soil to rise. Your soul is being refined through hardship. You are being polished into someone far stronger and more radiant than before. The world may think you are struggling, but Allah knows you are growing. What looks like pain to others is transformation in Allah's sight. He is turning you into someone who can hold blessings without arrogance, love without dependency, and lead without fear. He is building a version of you that can serve a bigger purpose with wisdom and humility. You may feel like collapsing, but Allah will not let you fall. When He chooses you for trials, He stands with you through every moment of them. His support is stronger than any pain. You may not see the wisdom now, but every difficulty is shaping you into a believer who will soon look back and say, Alhamdulillah, it was worth it. Pain changes your priorities and awakens your heart. It reminds you that this world is temporary, people are temporary, comfort is temporary, but Allah remains. When everything else is taken away, you realize the only one you truly need is Him. And that realization is the greatest strength anyone can possess. It is easy to have faith when life is smooth, But the strongest hearts are those that say Alhamdulillah through tears. They worship Allah not because of ease, but despite the hardship. They stand firm in salah when their legs feel weak. They continue making dua when the world tells them to give up. This is the strength Allah loves most. Your tests are not random incidents, they are divine training. Allah is preparing you for greater responsibilities, greater blessings and greater roles in the future. He is teaching you patience before He gives you success. He is teaching you humility before He gives you honor. He is teaching you endurance before He gives you ease. Nothing is wasted in Allah's plan. The stronger your destination, the tougher your path will be. If Allah plans to raise you high, He must first make your foundation strong. You cannot fly with weak wings. You cannot lead with a fragile heart. Your struggles are building the strength you need for the future. Allah has written for you. Be patient, He is shaping you carefully. Every heartbreak has strengthened your compassion. Every disappointment has strengthened your wisdom. Every setback has strengthened your resilience. Allah is not just fixing your heart, He is fortifying it. He is turning you into someone who can stand tall even in the darkest storms, because your reliance is on Him alone. You are not being punished, you are being prepared. Allah breaks what is weak inside you to replace it with something far stronger. He removes people who block your spiritual growth. He closes doors that lead to harm. He delays your blessings until your heart is ready to carry them with gratitude and righteousness. Trials reveal who truly cares and who doesn't. They separate real supporters from temporary companions. And in that painful separation, Allah teaches you that His love is enough. The strongest believers are those who rise with Allah when the world walks away. Loneliness becomes strength when Allah is your companion. Sometimes Allah makes you struggle so that when He gives you success, you appreciate it deeply. You will know the value of peace because you tasted chaos. You will know the value of loyalty because you tasted betrayal. You will know the value of mercy because you tasted hardship. Your pain is planting seeds of gratitude. Do not compare your story to others. Their ease is not a sign of Allah's love, and your difficulty is not a sign of His anger. Some hearts are chosen for comfort, others are chosen for greatness. Allah knows exactly what kind of journey your soul needs to reach Him with a purified heart. Allah is Al-Hakim, the most wise. He sees what you do not see. That pain you're trying so hard to escape may be the very thing that is saving you. Had life been easy, you may have forgotten Him. But because you struggled, you remembered. Your tests brought you closer to the one who hears you when no one else does. So when life becomes heavy, do not ask why me. Instead say, Ya Allah, make me stronger through it. When Allah chooses a heart for the hardest tests, He also chooses it for the highest rewards. One day, everything will make sense. Until then, trust the one who never causes you to suffer without purpose. He chose you because He believes in you. And soon, you will thank Allah for every hardship, every tear and every silent night, because those very moments are what shaped you into one of the strongest hearts He selected. Your silent battles have built unseen strength. There are struggles you never spoke about, battles no one saw but Allah. Those nights when your pillow held your tears, when fear and faith wrestled in your heart, when you kept going, even though every part of you wanted to give up, those moments built a strength within you that others cannot see. Your silence was not weakness, it was patience. It was the quiet courage Allah loves. You might think no one noticed your pain, but Allah did. He saw the weight on your chest when you tried to smile. He saw the disappointment in your eyes when people let you down. He saw the dua you whispered when everyone else was asleep. And in every moment of unseen pain, Allah was shaping unseen power. He was preparing a strength that would carry you through whatever comes next. Silent battles teach you what loud victories cannot. They train your heart to rely on Allah when the world is silent. When you survive something alone, you learn that you were never truly alone. You learn that Allah has been your support long before any human ever tried to help you. That realization itself is a form of strength, a strength no one can take away. People may assume you are fine because you learned how to appear strong. They see your calm, but they do not see the storms you survived. They see your smile, but they do not know the pain behind it. They see your faith, but they do not know the tests that built it. Do not worry if others misunderstand your journey. Allah understands perfectly. The hardest battles are the ones that happen inside the heart. The fear you don't show, the trauma you don't talk about, the anxiety you hide. And yet, despite it all, you kept praying, you kept holding on to hope, you kept moving forward. That persistence is not ordinary. It is a sign that Allah has placed extraordinary strength within you. Every heartbreak that didn't destroy you actually rebuilt you. Every disappointment planted a seed of wisdom. Every betrayal taught you to trust Allah more than people. Your pain refined your character and purified your intentions. You became softer with others, but stronger within yourself. That is the beauty of silent growth. It doesn't demand attention, but it earns respect. Your silent battles have turned you into someone who understands pain deeply, and because of that, your kindness has depth. When you see someone hurting, your heart feels it. You don't judge, you don't mock, you don't turn away. Pain made you more compassionate, more gentle, more human. That is a strength only the broken-hearted can possess. There were times you wanted to quit, but Allah whispered into your heart, I am with you. And even though your hands felt weak, your iman pulled you forward. You didn't survive because you were strong, you survived because Allah carried you through every silent war. His support was the strength unseen by others but felt deeply by your soul. Some of your greatest victories are the days you simply got out of bed, the days you forced a smile, the days you prayed when your heart was numb, the days you fought your own thoughts and still chose hope. These victories may look small to others, but they are massive in Allah's sight. He counts every effort you made to stay firm. Every silent battle revealed who you truly are, a fighter with saber, a believer with resilience, a heart that refuses to lose faith. You have strength that many would envy, but they don't know the price you paid for it. Allah allowed your pain to shape you into a soul that shines brighter than before. Your silent struggles taught you how to comfort yourself through Quran, how to heal through dua, and how to calm your fears through dhikr. Not everyone understands this strength because it wasn't built in the spotlight, it was built in sujood. The strongest hearts are the ones that learn strength directly from Allah. If others could see what Allah has seen in you, they would admire you differently. They would understand why you walk with calmness, why you speak with empathy, why you love with caution. Pain changed you, but it changed you into someone wiser, someone more spiritual, someone closer to Allah. Silent battles shatter illusions. They show you who truly cares and who only pretends. And while the truth may hurt, it frees you from depending on the wrong people. You learn to give without expecting, to love without losing yourself, and to stand without leaning on anyone but Allah. That is a victory many never achieve. What you went through behind closed doors made you strong in ways public victories never could. You learned how to comfort yourself when no one else did. You learned how to wipe your own tears. You learned how to uplift your own heart. Allah allowed you to become your own source of resilience through Him. Every time you felt like you had nothing left, Allah gave you a reason to try again. Every time you thought the pain would break you, it instead awakened a new layer of patience and iman. Your silent battles built a strength that shines the most in your darkest hours. You have become stronger than the very things that once tried to destroy you. Some people show their strength by shouting. You show yours by surviving. You don't need applause to validate your journey. You don't need recognition to feel proud. Allah's approval is enough. He knows what you endured. He knows what you overcame, and He promises that no tear in His cause ever goes unrewarded. Your silent battles are the reason Allah is opening new doors for you. He saw your tears when no one else did. He heard your cries when no one else cared. He witnessed your sincerity when everyone else doubted you. Your strength is the proof that Allah has been with you every step of the way, guiding, protecting, and rebuilding you. You carry a strength that is invisible to the world but valuable to Allah. You learn to trust Him more than anyone else. You learn to turn pain into prayer and fear into faith. This transformation didn't happen overnight. It happened through every moment you chose Allah, even when it was hard. Your silent struggles have shaped you for blessings that others may not understand. Allah was preparing you for a future that requires wisdom, patience, maturity, and spiritual depth. The pain you endured is the very thing that made you ready for what's coming. A believer refined through hardship is unstoppable. So never look down on your journey just because no one saw it. Allah saw every moment. He recorded every tear, and He is the one who rewards the unseen. One day, He will reveal the strength He built inside you, and the world will be amazed by the believer you have become. Your silent battles have already been victories in Allah's sight. Pain teaches you, wisdom no classroom can. Pain is a teacher that enters your life uninvited. but leaves you with lessons you could never learn from books or lectures. It strips away your illusions, humbles your heart, and forces you to see life as it truly is: temporary, unpredictable, and entirely dependent on Allah. Pain has a way of opening your eyes to what comfort blinds you from. When everything is easy, you don't notice your own strength. When everything is smooth, you don't recognize your weaknesses. But when life knocks you down, you discover both what needs healing and what Allah has made powerful within you. Pain is not a setback, it is a revelation. No scholar can teach you what heartbreak can teach you. It shows you the reality of humans, how temporary their loyalty can be, how quickly love can change, and how fragile dependency on creation truly is. Heartbreak doesn't harden you, it awakens you. It reminds you that only Allah's love is constant and pure. Pain teaches you to appreciate blessings you once overlooked, the ability to smile without faking it, the peace of sleeping without overthinking, the joy of being surrounded by people who genuinely care. When you lose these things, you finally realize their worth. Pain makes you grateful. Some wounds don't heal with time, they heal with understanding. When Allah gives you a painful experience, He also gives you insight that transforms your perspective. You stop asking why me and start asking what is Allah teaching me. That shift alone is wisdom earned through struggle. Pain silences the noise around you so you can finally hear your own soul. You begin to reflect, to seek answers, to return to Allah with sincerity. Hardship pulls you into sujood more deeply than happiness ever could. The tears you shed in pain wash away the distance between you and your Creator. Every disappointment teaches you that your expectations were attached to the wrong place. You learn that people are not saviors, promises are not guarantees, and the dunya is not stable. This lesson is painful but necessary. Only when you stop expecting perfection from the world do you find peace with Allah. Pain teaches patience, not by theory but by survival. You learn to wait even when you are exhausted. You learn to trust Allah's timing even when it feels late. You learn that relief doesn't always come when you want it, but it always comes when Allah decides, and His decision is always perfect. No classroom shows you who truly cares like hardship does. When you are at your lowest, masks fall off. People's true hearts are exposed. Some disappear, others stay. And those who stay without being asked, those are gifts from Allah. Pain reveals loyalty more clearly than any test. Pain makes you more compassionate. Before suffering, you might walk past someone else's pain without noticing. After suffering, you recognize it in their eyes. You become gentler, softer, more understanding. You offer comfort you once desperately needed. Pain trains your heart to be human. Growing through pain is a lonely journey. No one fully understands what you carry. No one knows the storms inside you. But Allah knows, and that is enough. The wisdom pain gives you is a private gift, stored in the depths of your heart where only Allah sees. Some lessons feel like heartbreak, but they are actually protection. Allah removes people who would destroy your future. He closes doors that lead to harm. He allows temporary pain to save you from permanent destruction. Wisdom is realizing that even painful endings hold hidden mercy. Pain teaches you the art of surrender. You stop trying to control everything because you finally understand that control belongs only to Allah. You start walking with acceptance instead of anxiety. You start praying with sincerity instead of desperation. You start trusting with calmness instead of fear. Pain shows you your true relationship with Allah. When no one can soothe your heart, He can. When no one understands what you feel, He does. When no one stands with you, He still does. Pain doesn't just reveal people, it reveals the keeper of your heart. It is through pain that you discover Allah's names. Al-Jabbar, the one who fixes what is broken. Ash-Shafi, the healer of hearts. Ar-Rahman, the most merciful. Especially when you feel unworthy, pain brings you closer to the one you forget during ease. Pain teaches you that not every blessing feels good when it arrives. Sometimes blessings first come disguised as tears, losses, or delays. But later, you see that Allah was guiding you towards something far better. Wisdom is seeing blessings before they unfold. Pain forces you to grow up faster than comfort ever could. It teaches maturity not through age, but through experience. You stop believing everything you hear. Stop trusting everyone who smiles. And stop building your peace on temporary foundations. Wisdom protects you where naivety once failed. Some lessons require a broken heart because only brokenness allows space for new light to enter. Only shattered walls allow growth to happen. Only empty hands allow new blessings to be received. Pain removes what you cling to so Allah can replace it with something greater. Pain teaches you resilience. Not the loud kind that demands attention, but the quiet kind that wakes up every day and tries again. Strength isn't always visible. Sometimes it's hidden in the simple act of breathing through the worst moments and still saying Alhamdulillah. You don't just learn from pain, you evolve. You become someone with deeper insight, greater patience and stronger faith. The dunya loses its grip on you. You begin to see through deception. You begin to recognize what truly matters. You carry wisdom that others cannot comprehend. Pain sharpens your vision of reality. You finally understand that this world is a temporary stop, not the destination. Comfort is fleeting. People change. Life shifts. But Jannah, that is permanent. And pain reminds you to work for the place where peace never ends. Wisdom from pain is often silent. You don't brag about the battles you fought. You don't announce the lessons you learned. You simply change. Your attitude changes, your expectations change, your reliance changes. And this transformation is between you and Allah alone. Pain deepens your gratitude. Suddenly, the small joys mean everything. A real laugh, a peaceful breath, a sincere hug, a night of restful sleep. You stop chasing more and you finally appreciate what Allah already gave you. Gratitude grows best in hearts that have known pain. Every painful moment becomes a page in your book of wisdom. You may not understand its meaning yet, but one day you will look back and see how Allah wrote every line with mercy. Nothing was random, nothing was wasted. Every chapter had purpose. Pain teaches you to let go with dignity. Some things are not meant to be held onto. Some people are not meant to stay. Some chapters are not meant to continue. Wisdom is accepting Allah's will even when your heart disagrees. Letting go becomes an act of worship. From pain, you gain a closer relationship with yourself. You get to know your inner world, your triggers, your limits, your hopes, your deepest fears. You learn to take better care of your emotional and spiritual health. Self-awareness is a priceless gift pain gives quietly. Pain teaches you that healing is not linear. Some days you feel strong, other days you feel broken again. But wisdom tells you this is normal. Allah heals the heart gradually so that every stage of healing brings you closer to Him. Growth is hidden inside every tear. Through pain, Allah makes you a source of light for others. Because you understand darkness, you become someone people trust, someone who listens deeply, someone who offers comfort without judgment. Pain made you a guide not through words, but through presence. Pain humbles you, it removes arrogance and teaches you empathy. You no longer look at someone struggling and think, why don't they get over it? Because you know how heavy invisible burdens can be. Wisdom softens the heart instead of hardening it. And one day, you will thank Allah for every moment that hurt. Because each tear watered the seeds of strength inside you. Each hardship refined your character. Each silent battle made you wiser. Pain did not destroy you, it prepared you. You now walk with wisdom that no classroom could ever teach. Surviving what breaks others is a sign of Allah's support. There are moments you look back on and ask yourself, how did I survive that? The truth is you didn't. Allah carried you. You didn't have the strength, He gave it to you. You didn't have the answers, He guided your heart. Surviving was never your power alone. It was a mercy placed within you by the one who never abandons the believer. You have gone through situations that would have crushed another person completely. You have faced heartbreaks, losses, betrayals, and fears that should have destroyed you. Yet here you are, still standing, still believing, still holding on to hope. That resilience is not ordinary. It is a sign that Allah has always been by your side. Allah chooses certain hearts for unique survival stories, not to make them suffer, but to show the world what His help looks like. You are one of those hearts. You are living proof that even when the world tries to break you, Allah holds you together in ways no one else can. When life pushed you to the edge and it felt like one more burden would make you collapse, Allah stepped in. He placed reassurance in your chest. He whispered strength into your soul. He turned your silent cries into unseen protection. That is why you're still here. That is why you didn't give up. You may have felt alone, but you were never lonely. Even when people didn't notice your struggle, Allah saw every moment. He was with you in the darkness, in the fear, in the confusion. He was the reason your heart refused to surrender when everything seemed hopeless. His support is the reason you survived. Survival changes a person.